Red Rock Wilderness Overlook Regional Park, located in Leesburg, Virginia. The Red Rock Wilderness Regional Park sits on 67 acres. You will notice that the park is mostly wooded and sits along the Potomac River right on the outskirts of Leesburg. The park was originally owned by Mr. Charles Paxton around 1869. Charles Paxton was reported as being an industrialist that later turned gentleman farmer. It is noted that he used his fortune to build several farm buildings that were used back in the day and can still be seen today. The carriage house. The carriage house was used for storage of horse-drawn carriages and other equipment. This building was constructed in the 1880s and was in use until the 1930s. After horse-drawn carriages were no longer commonly used, the building was used as a storage area for farm equipment. The two-chambered granary. The two-chambered granary was used for storing grain till it sold or was converted. The presence of two chambers indicates that the owner could grow two different crops and store them simultaneously. Grain was often transported across the Potomac River at Edwards Ferry Road, the southernmost river crossing in Loudoun County. The C&O Canal on the Maryland side of the river was also commonly used to transport Virginia-grown crops throughout Maryland into Washington, D.C. The well house. The well house was constructed of poured concrete and used for storing water on the farm. One room housed a pump which drew water from a shallow well outside. The second room housed a cistern that was used for storing water after it had been drawn from the well. This building was constructed in 1885, which is etched into the mortar on the side of the building. The use of poured concrete walls was highly unusual in the 1880s, making this structure very unique for its time. There are 3 trails I was able to identify. Here's the first one. And here's the second entrance. As I stated earlier, there are 67 acres of hiking trails. This park is not only home to several historic buildings that we just saw, but also lots of wild native plants, beautiful scenery, wildlife, and butterflies. Now, let's move on to the third entrance and the ice house. To get to the ice house, you have to go down this third trail that you will see will take you right past the ice house. The ice house. In winter, this building was filled with ice cut from the Potomac River. The thick stone walls and many layers of straw provided sufficient insulation to preserve a supply of ice for summer use. When the family needed ice, large chunks were retrieved from under the straw and taken to the house. The ice house was probably built sometime between 1876 and 1889. It remained in use until the mid-1930s and was restored by the Northern Virginia Regional Park Authority in 1983. We are not going any further on the trails today as I'm not geared out in the right footwear, but feel free to click on the links below that will provide you with a downloadable map for hiking enthusiasts. And don't forget to bring your puppies. The dog is dog friendly, but they must be leashed. Not a bad idea, since it's 67 acres and a lot to try to run through to find an overexcited dog that wants to explore. In closing, the information and the links below were used to help create this blog from a historical aspect. Please check them out for additional information. This is definitely a hidden gem that little know about in Northern Virginia. Please comment below if you enjoyed this, and we will be posting another little known site very soon that we just happened across. Hope to see you on the next one.